another edition of G-Rock Rising, and today my guests are two parts of the band Commercial. Commercial with brackets. We have Joe and Pete, just to spell it out for you, and the band has a long history together, but it's actually kind of like a rebirth of sorts for you guys right now, right? If you kind of want to explain, it's a long time in the making as far as the band makeup and where you've gotten to as a band.
You want me to take this?
Go ahead, dude.
Back in about 2003, we got together. We met in college, and we got together. We played a lot. We played at Rutgers. We played in New York. And then people graduated, people moved on, and we kind of took a hiatus. So now we're back together. We're in the studio. We're recording, and we're hoping to book some gigs.
Now, we mentioned the fact that the two of you and John, your guitarist, have been through it all, through the whole thing that we're talking about, basically. So, and that's a pretty long stretch. I think what you guys have gone through as a band is actually pretty common for a lot of musicians out there that are G-Rock fans. I mean, I know myself, I have friends who were in bands who, very similar started at a certain age, certain point in your life where you were able to have the flexibility to play and do the gigs and do some stuff recording-wise or creativity-wise, and then the real world hits and you have to do work and other stuff.
Yeah, it's like the more important part anyway.
Exactly. But then the real test, I think, of a band to withstand that all is do you have that urge to get back into it? And if you miss it, if you're itching for it, I guess you find a way, and that's pretty much, I guess, where you guys find yourselves at right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're out of college, we started our careers, and we're working, but we still want to push this, and we're making the time to really get together and practice and do what we can. And the other benefit is that we are working, we have money, so we can get some better equipment.
Not that much money.
Not enough for the stuff that you probably want, but more than you do.
Exactly. It's expensive, studio time and equipment, and so fortunately we have more money than we did in college, so we can really push this.
So if people are looking to check you out on the web, aside from what you'll be able to play for us in just a moment or so, I know that there are a couple songs posted under the name Stuck in the Wonders EP. Is that still something that you kind of have floating around right there right now for people to get used to you with?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
We've been sending out to a couple places. We heard back from Clash magazine actually in the UK. They want to write something about it. It's supposed to be like a big magazine or something.
Right.
So
there's a lot of there's European stuff. If you check it out, if you're a music fan, you wind up checking out like different magazines out there. It's a whole different culture. A lot of people, they'll joke like being big in Japan or being big in Germany. It actually helps to have a backing.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I think a lot of the European people, they're more open to music, different type of music. Not saying we're that different or anything, but you know, whatever.
Not willing to shut it down after
the
first second if it doesn't have. That's actually brings me to another point. Obviously, you'll be able to play for us in a second and really give us the taste for what Commercial is all about and your music, but just by the fact that you have a keyboard here alone, and a lot of different bands have had different setups coming through G-Rock Rising so far. A lot of times they incorporate a guitar, but how would you say, what's your mission as a band music-wise? I don't want to say genre to pigeonhole you or anything, but what do you find yourselves gravitating towards as a band these days?
He's the songwriter. Take this.
It's like raw rock and roll music, basically. You know, just like not overly produced music or anything like that. Just good rock music, I guess.
Which translates into being able to play live for people.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's like you know, that's like the fun of it, I guess. You know.
Okay.
So we haven't really done it too much, but.
Well, you've been in the studio, you've pulled up, so you'll be bursting to get out and do live shows for people. And the best place for people to check out dates and keep up with Commercial and gigs that they might be able to come out to are websites. I know you have a MySpace page, which is what's the MySpace link for it? Is it Commercial?
MySpace.com/commercial the band.
No, it's like
commercial
music page. Sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. Commercial music page is the MySpace link to find it at, and you also have another website that you're still working on.
sonicbids.com/commercial. That's the link.
Okay, so that's all we need to know. You'll see it there. You gotta go visit it. But right now, we're gonna hear live Commercial from Joe and Pete. This has been another edition of G-Rock Rising. I'm Erin Vogt. Thanks for checking in.